Hi there, this is Gina with Gina's Crafting Spot here on YouTube, and today I'm going to make a Father's Day card. And I'm going to be using the Not Quite Navy color from Stampin' Up! Not sure if they still have it, but I'm going to make a Z-fold card instead of just, the regular, A2 size I usually make. So the only difference is you're still going to make yourself an A2 size card. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 it needs to end up at. This piece is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and then I scored it at 4 1/4. So here's our just traditional A2 size card. Okay. Now the only thing we're going to do is on this front flap, I'm going to score it right in the middle. So it was 4 1/4, 4 1/4 this way by 5 1/2 long ways. So this 4 1/4, I'm just going to score it at 2 1/8. Then all you do is fold it back, and here you have your Z-fold card. Okay, so now for layers, I have a piece of 2 pieces of white, one to go here, one to go here. Now what I've done, it is a masculine card, so I took this opportunity to use some of my tools. So I distressed it with this Tim Holtz distressor, and this piece I wanted to distress a little more, wasn't quite enough, and then I'm going to go over the edges some more with the Distress inks, and I'm using, a little more distressy. And I use the Vintage Photo on here. So let me just do these edges a little more. And the more you distress, the more noticeable it is when you ink it. Alright, so this part's ready to go down. And I had already done it to this little panel here. And this measures 5 1/2 by, it's in the middle of 5 1/4 and 5 1/2. I just, kind of cut it. I didn't really measure too well. So it's probably about 1/8 of an inch shorter. So let me just go ahead and adhere these to my card. I'll put enough ATG the way I did distress it, and I kind of wrinkled the paper, and it is just layering weight. I don't know, yeah, I guess it's would be considered layering weight. It's not paper tray ink or anything, it's just Recollections white. On this piece, and then the pattern paper I'm using, I have so much pattern paper, I'm trying to really use it, even though I love making my own designs and stuff. But the design paper I'm using came from the Rockstar Matte Stack. It's pretty old, but I still have quite a bit of it left. So this is how it opens, and this is a little long, but I could just go ahead and trim that real quick. It's going to bug me. I'm just going to take my little box cutter here and trim off a bit. Just a little bit. So it'll match. And just ink the edge a little. So then when I open it, if you want, you can put a little panel here as well. I chose not to. I'm going to add this as my pattern paper. So I'm just gonna maybe mark it and then cut it. I don't really feel like measuring. My brain's not in it tonight. But I felt like making a card, so I can find my tick marks. Really? Okay, got it. There we go, right there. So about 2 3/4. Yep, and it's 5 1/2, so a little bit shorter than that. Just kind of eyeballing it. And then this piece will be cut the same length. I could just add this one to see. And this is going to go just here on the side because all we need is enough pattern paper to hide when the card is closed. So we'll have this here and that there. And that looks pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and distress these edges as well. And as always, going for the distress grungy look. And this is nice and thick, so it doesn't fold as much as the white did. And let me just do this. And I'll just lightly go around that vintage photo to cover up the white. Then I'll just go ahead and adhere these to my card. Then for my Father's Day focal image, I had been playing around with, I'm just going to use HEG to adhere these. I'd been playing around with my distressing inks and paper and just like spritzing it with water, just having fun, just trying to make different kinds of paper designs and stuff. So I used my StazOn ink first to stamp my sentiment, and I'll show you in 2 seconds. Let me just get this on. I stamp my sentiment with StazOn, and then I just went about distressing my piece of paper. And this is what it came up with. I don't have many colors, so this was, I think, the Faded Jeans and the peeled paint, and I just put them together, added some water, and that's about it. But this is a stamp, and it's from, I got it from Hobby Lobby. I had it around here somewhere. Here it is. It was only $1.93. So it's a rubber stamp. So I just got this, and it's going to go right here. So I'm just going to cut it down as much as I can. I think it goes down to like maybe 2 3/4 if I go really close to the edges. And then I'm going to do the white, I think at 3 by 3. The layer, the background layer. So since everything else has a vintage on it, I'm going to put that around here as well. And I guess I'll distress it while I'm at it. Crazy, right? piece of white. Should be big enough. And I'll just do it 3x3. Wait, where's 3? There it is. Let's cut it too short. Perfect. All of that scraggly edge off. And again, sorry, I should have had this stuff done, but I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do. And I do want the card to have a cohesiveness. There we go. The only thing I don't like about the distressing, it makes a mess. Again with my vintage photo. All the way around. Okay. And we're almost done. Make sure that fits. I'm going to put quite a bit of adhesive since I did distress this piece and added water. It's a little bit warpy. Not much. I used really thick, I think it was paper to ink cardstock I used on it. That's nice and sturdy. Then all I'm going to do is add this here with some foam tape here on this end, because if not, it'll stick. It'll make the card stick together and it won't open. So I shall get, my son's been playing with my foam tape. Children think this stuff is cheap. I don't know. I feel bad telling them not to play with it, but you guys know this stuff's expensive. Okay. Just take this off. And I'll put one here. And the only thing left to do is to add a little bit of something. I don't know what. But anyway, that's it for now. Maybe I'll add a few buttons right here, maybe a few brown ones. I don't know if I have any quite handy. I do. These are like paper tray ink buttons I had bought a while ago. I'm really trying to use up all my stuff. I shall do that. Just 3 brown ones. I'm going to touch them with some glue dots. Put it on the back or the front? Put them back here. And I have my own homemade ones. I just made with the aliens, tack it over and over. These are kind of the big ones. So you can make whatever size you want. I have a ton of these baby ones. So I'll just go ahead and add 1 or 2. Put them right on my card. And that is the final step. So there we go. I hope you guys enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.